Vannessa have written vows that they're going to read to each other. And the vows are really what they want to say to each other before God. That's what the church service part of this is. This is them before God. And so I'm going to allow them to do that. And Dan, you can go first.
Vannessa, my love grows for you each and every day. I still can't believe that you love me this much after seeing all that I am. In my sin, I am undeserving of you, but by God's grace and will, He has blessed me with the opportunity to experience His covenant-keeping love by giving me you to be my radiant bride. There is no one else that I want to go on the adventure of life with than with you. My best friend, my encourager, my joy, my love, my home. I promise to pursue you and make it known that I love you all the days of my life. Wherever life may bring us, I promise to lead you as Christ leads me, that I will always put you first and above myself with God's help. I promise to be your protector from harm, whether spiritual, physical, or emotional, that I will always remind you of God's word, His promises, and the hope that we have in Him. You are my answered prayer, the person whom my soul longs for, and so I promise to continue to pray with and for you, even when we're tired, frustrated, or upset, to forgive you as we have been forgiven. I promise to be faithful and to treasure our marriage. I promise to laugh and cry with you, to hold you when you're scared, spiders usually, and when you're not, to face hardship with courage with you. Vannessa, you're the person by God's grace that I want to grow old with, to watch your hair turn gray, and to carry you when you can no longer walk. As Christ loved the church and gave Himself up for her, I will love you with all that I am forever.
Dan, repeat after me. I, Daniel, take you, Vannessa,
I, Daniel, take you, Vannessa,
to be my lawful wedded wife,
to be my lawful wedded wife,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health.
in sickness and in health.
I will love you
I will love you
and guard you
and guard you
and provide for you with all my strength.
and provide for you with all my strength.
I will forsake all others
I will forsake all others
and be faithful to you
and be faithful to you
as long as God gives me breath.
as long as God gives me breath.
Today is a true testimony of how God answered my prayers. I never asked Him for too much. I asked for one, a man of God, and two, a guy who can make me laugh nonstop. Not only did He give me that, but He gave me more than I expected. He gave me you. With a gift this precious, I will wholeheartedly promise to submit to you, knowing that you will lead us according to the way God is leading you. I promise to devote myself in prayer so I may cover you in constant prayer and to support you here in the ministry here at church. I promise that my faithfulness to you will be everlasting and that my heart will always be thankful for who you are. And most importantly, I will promise to love you forever. I'm confident that God has and will continue to mold and shape me into the woman He has prepared for you, to respect you, to honor you, and also to remind you that every day we have together is a blessing. Having God on the throne in our marriage and in our household, I trust that we can handle whatever life throws at us. It's your happiness that fills my heart, your laughter that brings me joy, and your kindness that humbles me. You are my best friend, my partner in crime, and now my husband. And now I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you.
Vannessa, repeat after me. I, Vannessa, take you, Daniel,
I, Vannessa, take you, Daniel,
to be my lawful wedded husband,
to be my lawful wedded husband,
to have and to hold
to have and to hold
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health.
in sickness and in health.
I will respect and honor you
I will respect and honor you,
and seek to help you
and seek to help you
with all of my strength.
with all of my strength.
I will faithfully love
I
you
will faithfully love you
and forsake all others
and forsake all others
as long as God gives me breath.
as long as God gives me breath.
Daniel and Vannessa are going to exchange rings, and the rings are a picture of many different things. First of all, they are made from very valuable metal, and so they speak of the value of this relationship and the commitment they're making to each other. The rings are formed in a circle, which is a picture that they don't ever end, and they're also a reminder of the promises that you're making to each other. I tell every couple at this point, I put my ring on over 36 years ago, and outside of something I might have had to take it off for, I just never take it off. I just never take it off. And I would encourage you to never take it off. There might be something that you do and you have to, it has to go, but always leave it on, and you never use the ring as a weapon. You never do. It's a reminder of this day. Every time I look down and I see my hand, I remember the vows I made on May 26, 1979, and the commitment I made to my wife Sue. And these rings, when you look down and you see them, are a reminder of these vows and these commitments that you've made to each other today. And take that and slip it on your finger. It was going on whether you had to break her finger or not. It's okay. And then you give this ring as a symbol to remind you of the vows you have made, and in giving it, do you promise to keep these vows? Do. Vannessa, do you give this ring as a symbol to remind you of the vows you have made, and in giving it, do you promise to keep these vows? And let these rings continue as a symbol of the value of the constancy of your love for each other and a seal of the promises you have made to each other today. Let's pray. Our Father and our God, we are humbled to be able to be here to witness this today, the joining of these two to be husband and